everybody, it's Ram here and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time, welcome. Today is gonna be a kind of crazy video. Nothing crazy, okay? Nothing crazy. This is gonna be about you guys learning more about me while I play one of my favorite games from the past, which is Age of War, okay? You know, YouTube is all about, you know, making videos, enjoying yourself, having fun. It's not about making that money, even though one day you might, but I want to make videos that I enjoy making, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this. If not, then you hurt my feelings. Today I'm going to tell you stories about my life that you will never forget because they're savage. So let me tell you about the first story, right? Alright, so let's get started. So, first things first, let me tell you guys about a story that I have with my grandmother, right? Pretty cool story. Kind of embarrassing. Alright, so basically, it's a funny ass story, right? So you know how when you're a kid, your siblings don't want to ever play hide and seek with you or play tag with you, or sometimes they'll be like, yeah, we're gonna play hide and seek, and then they'll let you hide and then they'll just never come find you, right? So one time, I used to live with my grandma, right? So one time I hid in her closet, and she actually went to go shower. And you know, when people go shower, you don't really expect them to come out butt ass naked. You expect them to come out with like some type of clothing to cover them, right? Like underwear or fucking bra. So I was hiding in the closet, and then my grandma comes out, and I'm just like, oh my god, my grandma's butt ass naked. What the hell do I do, right? So I go deeper into the closet, and I start closing my eyes because I'm like, what? Like I'm like 6 years old at the time. And then, she comes out, and she's just walking around her room. First things first though, I did see her naked, but then I immediately like went back because I was like freaked out about it. I was like, bro, she finds me, she's gonna think I'm a freaking pervert or something. Like, I don't want her to think nothing bad about me. But my grandma's not that type of person. She actually laughs about that stuff. Like, it's freaking hilarious. She'll be like, she'll probably make a joke about it later. So she ends up going through her closet, still naked, bro. Not even like she didn't go through her drawer to find anything else. She's still naked. She goes to her closet and she starts to look for clothes, and then she actually slides clothes over. She actually finds me in the corner of the closet, and she's like, oh my god, and then she just starts laughing like crazy. And then I felt so embarrassed. Like, you guys don't understand, like, honestly, like, so I can say one of the most embarrassing things that happened in my life, that has to be one of them. My grandma catching me in the closet while I saw her ass like naked as fuck. I was traumatized. I wish I can like get that image out of my head. It's just stuck in my head and I can't get it out. I don't know if you guys have any crazy stories, but if you do, comment them below. I mean, unless you don't want to put your privacy out there, but that's my story, bro. I'm sorry. The next story I'm gonna tell you guys, it's probably gonna be a real interesting one. My experience with my first fight, right? So it's crazy because my first fight happens to be, I guess, against one of my family members that really wasn't my family. He was like a second cousin or something like that. So I was in the basement, right? And you know how older siblings like to instigate stuff, right? So my brother already spoiled the story, but my brother was the cause of that fight, right? So I go downstairs, and you know how kids, kids will be kids, kids will act tough in front of adults to get that attention, to seem cool, right? Whatever. I was actually walking down the stairs, and then they were watching Monster House. I don't know if you guys ever seen Monster House, but it's basically just a story about a house that has the ghost of a fat lady, and she possesses the house, and basically like she goes in there, she terrorizes kids around the neighborhood who like mess with her lawn or whatever, and basically she hates kids, right? There was this fat kid there. He was like one of my cousin's cousins, but he was like maybe like 2 years older than me. Fat as hell, bro. He was like my height. No, he wasn't even my height. He was like a good 5 inches taller than me. Fat as hell. Whatever. He had weight against me. He had a lot of weight against me. I was downstairs, and you know, everybody's like, yo, Ramesses, how you doing? How you doing? You know, come over here, blah, 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 blah. And then I go sit down and watch the movie. And obviously I'm just like, and any kid wants to be the main character in the movie, right? So it's so dumb how this fight happened. And this kid was like, oh man, I'm that kid who gets the girl at the end. I'm like, nah, I'm that kid because I want to be the main character, and you the other kid, you the fat kid. So I technically kind of started the fight because I was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was bad. Like, I just called this man fat, in front of everybody. Everybody's just like, oh, he called you fat, he called you fat, oh, what are you gonna do about it? And then obviously, you know, obviously he's gonna get salty, but then, you know, I'm sure that in a different environment he wouldn't have done nothing to me, but since it was in front of all his older cousins and older whatever uncles, whatever, he was just like, what? What'd you say to me? How dare you say that to me? And then my brother in the back is like, fight, 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 fight. And I'm just like, bruh, seriously? Like, it has to be you. You have to be the one to start this fight, right? So the next thing that happens is that they take us to corners. They're acting like this is a whole boxing ring. It was crazy. They took him to one corner, or his older cousins took him to his corner, and then my brother and my other cousins took me to their corner. And we were just they were just like, all right, this is what you gotta do. This is what you gotta do. You gotta. They were just massaging me, just giving me advice. And then I was just getting hyped. I was like, yeah, you're right. This is how I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. And then they were just showing me how to guard up. They were like, yeah, like this. And then it was just crazy because I was like, bro, I was just 8 years old. I was like 6, bro. I wasn't even like 8. They were just like, yo, let's get it. So we actually start walking towards the middle of the ring. We're just like, yeah, we're just, you know, I'm doing my moves. I'm like half the size of this kid, but I'm still in there like this, like, you know. And then like literally there was no punch thrown, and it took like a good 20 seconds for us to do something. We were just staring at each other like that, like for a good minute. We were like this. We were like staring at each other and stuff. It was like probably the most cringe shit you could ever think about. Everybody in the back was still sizing it up. It was crazy. They were just like, yeah, go ahead, Ramsey. Go ahead, go throw the first punch. And then next thing you know, the kid's like, okay, he decided to throw the first punch, right? And it was crazy. This fat ass kid kicks up kicks up above his head. Like, this guy is crazy. Like, he does like martial arts or some shit. He kicked up like high as hell, and then next thing you know, he ends up slipping and falling on his back. And then that's when my brother's just like, yo, get on top of him, this your chance. So obviously me, I'm just gonna go in there and just get on top and just start wrecking, right? And I just started like, you know, like doing those ugly ass long swings, like, you know, like he just started crying, and everybody like, oh, get off of him, whatever. It was crazy because I was just like, you know, after that I felt pumped. I was like, yeah, I could beat anybody up. Yeah, let's do this. Who's next? And just some grown ass people around me, bro. They were gonna be the next victims. It's like, boy, I was gonna get my ass whooped. He ends up running upstairs, and everybody's like, you know, cheer me. Yeah, Ramsey. Yeah, he did that. Oh yeah, that's my brother. And then my older cousin like, yeah, that's my cousin right there. You know, I felt good. And then I go hide because a lady comes downstairs and he's like, who hit my kid? And then my brother, everybody's just like, some guy in a blue sweater. Like, you know, I wasn't even wearing a blue sweater, but my brother was wearing a blue sweater, and his dumb ass almost opted himself out, like he was gonna be the one who freaking beat the kid up. And he was like probably 18 at the time. The kid was like 10 or something. So, you know, the next person who comes downstairs just happens to be my mom, right? And she sees me hiding behind these curtains by the door, and she just drags me out and takes me upstairs. I don't know, I think she hit me like twice, but she just drags me upstairs. And then I'm just like, how did she even know it was me? Maybe the kid snitched and like described me, and she already knew I was a bad kid. Like, that was how my first fight started. And you know, so yeah, that's my first fight. Tell me about your first fights. You don't have to say under my comments, but I would like to know how your first fights went. Okay, I'm pretty sure they were pretty cringe too. So, and the last story I'm gonna tell you guys is actually another interesting one. It was a story of my first crush. Mine lasted from like 2nd grade to 5th grade, because, not gonna lie, I was a fat ass kid. Like, I was fat. My family would tell me that I wasn't fat, but they would tell me that I'm chubby. But you know damn well that means I'm fat, because they're trying to make me not feel insecure. So my first crush, right, was this girl in elementary school. I don't know, I just found her attractive as hell. So this girl, right, I had a big crush on her, and you know how I approached her was I told her best friend, that I liked her. And that what ended up happening was that her friend ended up telling her, and then for the next couple years in school, she ended up like seeing me as a disgusting figure. Like, every time she would walk past me, she like, ew, you know, you like me, like, bruh, I'm sorry I like you. Like, dang, you should be honored that I like you, cause I was fat and ugly. You should be happy that I like you, son. And then a couple years passed. I played soccer. I lose weight. I guess it was like my glow up time from like 5th grade to 7th grade. She started coming around. She started acting real nice to me because I ended up getting a lot of friends. I ended up becoming a little bit more popular. And you know, she was still with her group of friends, and you know, her group of friends were starting to hang out with me too. So eventually she was just like, oh my god, Ramesses, you know, she just started acting friendly with me. She would just be like, you know, could we like eat lunch together and stuff like that? Or when we were in art class, she'd be like, Ramesses, I miss you, like, you know, stuff like that. And I'm just like, nah, fam, you got it. You got it, fam, because you didn't like me before, and now that I glowed up, you like me. So no, you're not getting none of this action. None of this action. That's it. Peace. I'm out of here. And I ended up moving away like in 7th grade, like halfway through 7th grade, and then next thing you know, even after that, people were telling me that she was saying, I miss Ramesses. But bruh, it's too late. You had your chance. It's too late, man. That's the story of my first crush. And you know, moral of the story, do not treat anybody who you find unattractive bad, because they might glow up, become a model, or might glow up and become very attracted to you, but they won't be attracted to you no more because of the way you treated them in the past, and you're traumatized. I'm gonna just say one more thing that you guys should know about me is my favorite freaking candy. I feel like you guys should know that, because you know, if you guys size me up with some good candy, you know, I'm gonna just, you know, be happy, you know, just a little bit happy. My favorite candy is Reese's, by the way. So Reese's is my favorite candy. I really like Reese's because I don't know, man. Reese's just has that good ass texture. It's peanut butter. I love peanut butter, bro. Peanut butter is the GOAT. Does that make any sense? It doesn't. But my all-time favorite will always be Reese's, because Reese's is bomb. And as you can see, I even got this Reese's bear right here. And it's a pretty cool memory to, you know. I always really enjoyed this Reese's bear. I don't really like stuffed animals, but this is the one I will keep forever because it's freaking great. Look at this, holding a Reese's bar. It's just everybody knows I like Reese's, and then they just, whenever they get the chance to buy me Reese's, they do. So you know, I love you people who ever buy me Reese's. I really do hope that you enjoyed those stories, because you know, those are in my archives and they've never been told to anybody. So I'm gonna get a PC, a gaming PC soon, and that's gonna be lit because I'm gonna start playing more like computer games, freaking what games called? So I'm gonna just be playing like more PC games in general, and that's gonna be lit because then I won't have to worry about this lag. I won't have to be worried to play on this laptop, which I freaking hate because I use it for school and it makes my shit slow. You just gotta work with what you got, and you know. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video because I enjoyed making it, you know. I like to tell you guys a little bit more about myself, and I feel like, you know, it makes me happy just telling, you know, you guys a story. I'm not really pressing you subscribe because I know it annoys you guys because I say it every video. So if I say every video, that means you better subscribe. And I don't need to say it unless you're new. So make sure you like this video and subscribe if you're new. I'm very nice. I'm actually not a bad person. I'm very nice. I don't yell like this. I don't get mad. I don't laugh, as you see in my last video. I do not laugh. I got no emotion because I am unbreakable. Period. Unbreakable. Ram. Synonym. Ram. Unbreakable. Synonym. Ram. If you want to figure out what this game is, I'll leave a link in the description. And you guys can play on your own without this lag. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, keep your social distance. Keep your family safe. Happy holidays to all of you. I love you all. Peace.